The next in our series of 2020 Texas State football opponent previews is the Bobcats' final non-conference opponent of the season, New Mexico State, with the Bobcats scheduled to visit Las Cruces for the first time since 2015. 3 years ago, New Mexico State was in the midst of a historic season, recording their first winning season in 15 years, and more notably, going to and winning a bowl game for the first time in 57 years. Since then, the Aggies have struggled, losing 19 of their 24 games over the last 2 seasons, including a 2-10 finish last year. It's one of 6 programs playing as an independent the past few years. Scheduling has been tough for New Mexico State. The Aggies have played 7 road games in each of the past 2 seasons, and last year, 3 of those games came against teams out of the Power 5. Offensively, the Aggies are going to look a lot different in 2020. Quarterback Josh Adkins has transferred to last year's leading receiver Tony Nicholson and leading rusher Jason Huntley, who was among the nation leaders in yards per carry, have both graduated. Whoever fills those voids will need to help turn around an offense that put up less than 22 points a game and, in a more troubling trend, turned the ball over far too much in 2019, 27 times. Only 3 teams in the FBS coughed up the football more than the Aggies last year. New Mexico State's defense had its own issues last season, although some of that can be chalked up to a schedule that featured a pair of games against top 25 teams, including a matchup against Alabama last year. More concerning than last year's defensive numbers is the loss of Javon Ferguson, a tackling machine who was one of the top tacklers in the country each of the past 2 seasons. A player to watch on defense coming into this year is linebacker Rashi Hodge Jr., who finished second of the team in tackles while leading the Aggies in tackles for loss. Ever since the Bobcats made the jump to the FBS, the Aggies have been a frequent opponent. The 2 shared conferences in both the WAC and the Sun Belt, and Texas State faced New Mexico State in 6 of the program's first 8 FBS seasons. The series has been an even 3-3 split thus far, with the Bobcats winning the most recent matchup on Southwest Texas Throwback Night in 2018. In that game, the Bobcats got a pair of key touchdowns from receivers Javen Banks and Jeremiah Haydell, and both receivers could be big factors for Texas State's offense again this coming season. The game that night was at Bobcat Stadium, while the game this coming season is set to take place in Las Cruces, New Mexico in the first weekend of October. Until then, I'm Brian Freeman, reminding you that the comeback is always greater than the setback.